Now here's Ted with the VW Jetta Turbo Diesel.
Although the new Passat is in the spotlight these days, Volkswagen have another economy sedan in their lineup, the Jetta. This is the 8th year of this generation of Jetta, and it remains a well-designed, reasonably priced economy sedan that still has a leg up on many of its competitors. The Jetta is also the only economy sedan available with a diesel engine, normally aspirated or turbocharged. We had a look at the turbo diesel this time around. Power for the Jetta turbo diesel is provided by a 1.6-liter overhead camshaft 4-cylinder engine that develops 68 horsepower at 4,500 RPM. You can only get one transmission with it, a 5-speed manual, and given the relatively low horsepower output, you really wouldn't want anything else anyway. Torque, however, is another matter. The turbo diesel has only slightly less torque than the 1.8-liter gas engine also available with the Jetta. As a result, it's quite a good performer. It won't set the world on fire, but once the revs are up, it can hold its own in most conditions. There are two versions of the turbo diesel, the standard issue Jetta and a GL. Our test car is the base model and comes with less in the way of convenience features. Base price for the Jetta turbo diesel is a reasonable $15,790. Our car, with the addition of heated front bucket seats and a manual sunroof, comes in at $16,600, a bargain. And, as you might expect, it has excellent fuel economy numbers. 6.4 liters per 100 kilometers or 44 miles per gallon in the city, and 5 liters per 100 kilometers or 56 miles per gallon on the highway. I've always liked the Jetta. Volkswagen has had plenty of time to refine it, and as a result, it now ranks as the #1 economy sedan in terms of body style and overall handling. While the Japanese have been busily jacking up their prices, the Jetta remains an affordable family sedan that also happens to look good. The interior offers just the right combination of sportiness and function. This is not as luxurious an automobile as some of the Japanese competition, but the front seats offer excellent support and stand up well over the long haul. No real gripes regarding interior controls, although the usual Volkswagen idiosyncrasy of a radio that stays on no matter what is irritating. Storage and stowage space is adequate, with a handy carry-all bin located on the floor console in front of the shift lever. The base Jetta also has manual outside mirror controls, but power mirrors are available on the GL. Back seat legroom is okay, if not exceptional, and the trunk is good for 550 liters of storage space. All Jettas are available in 2- and 4-door configurations, with about $600 separating them. My only real gripe with this car concerns the engine. At low RPMs, the turbo lag is deadly, and point and squirt city driving is not recommended. More than once, I found myself in a situation where power was required right now, and the engine failed to come through. As a highway cruiser, the turbo diesel is as good as most gas-powered economy cars, but in the city, patience is required. What the Jetta turbo diesel offers is reliability, distinctively European styling, and fuel economy that is unsurpassed in this market segment. As reasonably priced family transportation, it has no real peers. The only other diesel-powered car in this price range is the Golf diesel, which is basically the Jetta without a trunk. Otherwise, you have to go all the way up to the Mercedes 300 series, which costs about 5 times as much. You know that list you have of cars that you would consider buying? Put my name under this one.
You like that? Well, I think one thing we have to get straight on this particular car is that it's going to be replaced sometime during 1991, or the announcement will be made anyway. So it's getting a little bit old-fashioned now. It's not quite the way they do it with the new one. It kind of looks old-fashioned inside, but it handles so well. There's no car better built than this. No. There's no car better constructed than these VWs. And also the turbo really helps the diesel and makes it almost as fast as a gasoline engine.
Do you know what this car had that was quite unusual, a small point? It had a tachometer. It wasn't so long ago that they couldn't figure out how to put a tachometer in diesel engine cars because they had no electronics. But this one has, of course, electronic everything, so it works quite well. And it comes in handy to drive when you drive the car.
Because keeping the revs up is so important, driving a diesel. You know, you really have to keep the revs up and so forth. But the question I also ask is why buy a diesel? Have you got a good answer to that, Ted? Because
I don't really have a good answer to it. No, I mean, given the price of diesel, it's not much cheaper than gasoline, if it is even cheaper. I don't think it is anymore. And given the high cost of service work and the non-availability of fuel, I would stay with gas.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I think so. I mean, one of the things about turbo diesels too, which always puzzled me, is that you add the turbo to get the power up to the level you'd have got in the first place with a gasoline engine.
Yeah, it's a good
point. That's the dilemma that I find myself in.
I guess Volkswagen feel that there is a core of buyers out there who still want diesel. Maybe they have...
And there are, and good luck to them. And I'm glad they have the car. I'm glad you can still buy a diesel like this, and it's quite an inexpensive diesel in a nice car. It's great that you can, because I like to have variety. I often say this on the show that it'd be a dull world if everybody said, well, let's just go with the gasoline engines. I don't know whether the new version will come as a diesel, though.
Well, you know, when I say I like the car, what I mean is I like the Jetta as a whole. Anyway, we're out of time. Red light, green light time. What I don't like about it is not very much. It's kind of slow and low res, but that comes with diesel. Turbo lag, yeah, very bad actually. On the other hand, price is very, very good. You got a lot of car for the money with this one. Fuel economy is just about the best in this class, and handling is right up there with any car you can name. I give it a full tank. I like this car an awful lot.
We'll break now, but